Hey y'all, Pigeon Forge Rod Run 2017 Fall Edition, and I got a 57 Chevy pickup truck I think y'all gonna enjoy. Let me get the camera turned around, we'll take a quick look at it. Ryan, thanks so much for giving me some time to tell me about your truck, brother.
All right, it's a 1957 Chevy pickup truck. The exterior color is cream brulee and has a hot rod red leather interior.
Now who makes that cream brulee?
It's actually, believe it or not, and don't tell nobody, it's a Ford color.
Oh, okay. All right. It's original Ford color.
Original Ford color. It came on the 2007 to 2009 Ford Edges. And evidently it wasn't a popular color on the Fords, so they discontinued it. But
it wears well on his truck, though.
Well, thank you, thank you.
No, it looks good. You get kind of, you were telling me, depending if it's outside or inside, you know, the lights will make it show a little bit different color than being outside in the
interior fluorescence tend to give it kind of a greenish tint for some reason.
Right.
Yet out in the sunshine, it has more of that cream that really I was looking for. So personally, I think the truck really shows better outside.
Right.
As far as the wheels, it has Raceline Bandit wheels. They're 20 by 8.5 on the front and 22 by 10 on the rear.
They wear it well, and you got a great stance. How'd you achieve that?
We took and used drop spindles on the front. It's a front clip from a 70 Camaro. We run big block AC Camaro springs with the 2-inch drop spindles, and then I'm running CPP tubular control arms. I also have an 1 5/8 sway bar, so the truck handles real well on the road.
You drive it?
I drive it everywhere. Finished the truck in March of this year, and already have over 5,400 miles on it.
And then you say behind that license plate, you got a trailer receiver too there.
Right, it's made to pull something, so I built it to actually pull a 37 Chevy two-door sedan that I'm currently building on an open aluminum trailer. So it has a receiver hitch behind a fold-down license tag along with the 7-pin connector, and also has electric brakes.
Isn't that cool? This thing's a full-blown hot rod, but it's still a truck.
It's built to drive.
Yeah, and what about that bedwood?
The bed is actually aluminum, although it fools a lot of people. I actually give them permission to touch it and tap on it so that they know it is aluminum. It's done by a company out of Newnan, Georgia called Smoky Road Rod Shop. Frank Miles and Rhonda Miles own the business. They also made the inside hinges so that you can do away with the chains on the outside.
Yeah, it cleans everything up there.
Right, right.
Did you do any other body mods to it?
The front and rear bumpers, the front bumper is the stock original bumper, but when I tried to set it up with the bumper setting like it normally goes, but tucked into the body of the truck, it just looked like it was plowing. So I ended up turning the bumper upside down and tucking it in tight, and it just give it a more aerodynamic look.
It's in the details, isn't it?
It is,
yeah.
It is. So the other thing, when I tried to fit the original rear bumper and turn it upside down because of the folding down license tag, it was just too bulky. So I ended up backing up to a 54 Chevy bumper, turning it upside down, tucking it in, and then making a valance piece to hide the mounting hardware. And that just kind of dressed up the back of the truck. I also took a chrome V from off of a 150 or 210 Chevy from the 55-56 era and mounted it on the tailgate because I chose to use a tailgate that didn't say Chevrolet.
Right.
And it just kind of,
it looks good.
It added a little class to the
and then you said it would light up, but you got it too late to run the wire. It was already
right. I'd already had the tailgate painted, and there was no way, because that's a single panel, to hide the wire on the inside. So I chose not to make it a third brake light. And it may happen in the future if I have to.
I think it looks good the way it is, but I think it would be awful trick if it lit up when you hit the brakes too.
But I do have enough tail lights in the back. I'm running 4 39 Chevy tail lights. I made a bracket so that I could stagger 2 on each side and follow the contour of the rear fender. They're LEDs, and I've got them wired up where they're all 4 tail lights, all 4 brake lights, but only the top 2 are turn signals. So I always say if I have the brakes on, I've always got brakes on both sides, even when the turn signal's operating. So
Well thought out, for sure, man. No, it's a very good looking truck. Tell me a little bit about the interior.
the interior is all custom. We took and smoothed the dash. There's nothing on the dash except for gauges. And then what we did is we covered that in hot rod red leather with a French seam that follows the contour of the dash. And it's got a custom built console using the bucket seats that we talked about earlier out of 2006 Silverado, both electric. And the whole truck is completely covered. It has a suspended ceiling in the top of it with, I'm not sure about the number, I think it's 5 chrome strips that are polished aluminum strips.
Right.
That for a design in it. The door panels, we kind of mimicked a 60-61 Corvette and followed the lines of the Corvette with the double reflectors in it and actually used 61 Corvette armrest. Only we turned them around backwards. We used the right one on the left and the left one on the right.
Right.
Just because for our purpose, it looked a little better that way.
How long did it take you to do this? Because you scrutinized every detail of putting this truck together from, I mean, you used the bumper, but you just turned it upside down.
Yeah.
When it was right, it was wrong. But now we use it, you know what I'm saying? Everything,
Right.
you know, it wasn't, you didn't go in necessarily, it doesn't sound like you went in with an idea of what you were hoping to get at the end, but you're going to see what happens. And then once you started to get into it, you made some changes and came up with what you want. How long did all that take?
It actually only took 18 months, but being retired, I could work on it like a full-time job. I worked 8 hours a day, 5 days a week on that truck. I had it pretty well built in my mind. I mean, right down to the colors and the interior and everything. And even the wheels, you know, because I'd seen the wheels and I knew what I wanted. But when you got down to the fine things like you were talking about, you know, sometimes you have to tweak them or change a little bit to get the look that you're looking for.
And you already had that base look, so it was like, that ain't working.
Right,
We're going to
exactly.
do something else. That's not going to fit with what
Exactly.
What's power in this piece?
It has a 5.3 cast iron block motor out of an early Tahoe, 2002 Tahoe. You know, there's no way to make that Vortec intake look good. So I chose, even though I may have lost a little horsepower, I chose to put the LS1 intake on it and fuel rail and painted it to match the truck. And then to hide the coil packs, I used a set of Clayton Machine Works covers that I had to modify a little bit to get them to fit. And then we painted those as well to match the exterior of the truck. And then took and painted a red stripe in them to kind of mimic the red line tires by Diamondback.
Right. I love them red line tires. They
Tire
really,
company.
It's a great stance. I mean, this truck's just nailed. That is truly a truck that you can go out and walk around for an hour and just keep going, look at that, look at that, look at that. And it all flows and it all fits, you know what I'm saying? And then to add to it that you've got a truck that most people are going to, I guarantee you people are going to yell and scream trailer queen on this video when I post it. But
Oh, yeah,
it's
it
not
is.
a trailer
It's
queen.
not
I
a
mean,
trailer
folks, he's
queen.
talking about 5,700 miles in, what, 4 or 5 months? Yeah. No, man, thanks so much, Ryan, for giving me time. And I always thank everybody for doing what you do, building the hot rods. Anybody we need to give a shout out to before we go?
Yeah, of course, I'd like to shout out to Frank and Rhonda Miles for the bed. You know, it's the easy way to go. Even though you pay a little more, you get a lot more in return.
Good value.
Yeah, and I'd also like to thank CMX Customs, Vinny and Lori Minicello, who, without them, I couldn't have built that truck. I didn't have the knowledge, I didn't have the place, you know, that they have, and they helped me tremendously in, you know, helping me with stuff that I didn't know how to do. And I'd also like to thank Troy Swavar, who did a fantastic interior in that truck. And
Any buddies come over to the house and help you out during the process?
I had one friend, Vernon Daniels, who helped me with the wiring. We did the wiring on that whole truck.
Well, brother, like I said, man, you built a beautiful truck. I appreciate so much you give me time to tell the whole world about it. I think they're really going to enjoy seeing this one.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it too.
So there you go, from the Pigeon Forge Rod Run 2017 Fall Edition, a 1957 Chevy pickup truck. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. See ya! Hey y'all, don't forget to visit ScottieDTV.com for more cool content and an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the logo at the end of this video.